Good evening and welcome to Conversations with Classic Cuties. I'm your host, Ebony. Joining me is my co-host, Jade. Tammy couldn't be here with us tonight, but yeah, we got this. Missing you, Tammy.
We do.
Today's topic is episode 4 of season 2, Self-Care Therapy. And this is actually the last episode ending our season 2 before we get into our new season, new guests,
Right.
all good stuff. It's going to be good, guys. So let's get into this self-care therapy. Jay, my question I want to ask, what is self-care therapy? Self-care involves conscious participation in activities that promote healthy functioning and enhance a person's well-being and quality of life. It helps reduce stress, boosts self-confidence, and improves overall happiness. So what are some things that you do for self-care therapy?
For myself, I focus on a lot of meditation. I meditate, I journal, I take personal time just for me. You have to dedicate time for yourself, because if not, you will, like with life being the way life is, you'll get lost. So for me, meditation is my best thing. When I meditate, I take time to make sure that I reconnect with myself and whatever is going on around me as far as self-care, because your mind, it's your mind, body, and soul. Well, it's kind of like a backwards thing. Instead of just mind, body, soul, it's mind, soul, and body. Because
Right.
if my mind not right, my soul ain't right, how my body gonna be right?
I just talked
So
about this.
it's like they all come together. So for me, journaling helps me, meditation, and just taking time to myself.
Right. And I can say that as well because life is definitely lifing. So
Yes.
doing things that actually work for you to better yourself, whether it's spending time with family, personal time with family.
Right.
Some people have their own preference. Me, I like to do karaoke in my personal time. Yes, with family or friends. I also like to do like family functions as far as just hanging out and partying.
Right.
But again, I'm with family and friends. I also like to, when I do hang out with my friends, we do just fun things with each other.
Right.
But games, yeah, and just talking. It's more of a mental self therapy. I also like painting. It may sound crazy to some,
Yes.
but you know, us girls, we do the little sip and paint here and there. Whether it's at shout out to Culture Canvas, D Hatch, yes, or at your home, and we just do sip and paint parties, and that to me is like a therapy within itself. Or just a day of going to the spa, getting a massage, or getting your nails done, your hair done. I like things like that. That is me, my self-care therapy. Also,
Yeah.
I have to state, getting up, thanking God in the morning, waking me up to start my day is definitely self-care therapy. Like I said, life is lifing, despite of all things that people go through, regardless if you're dealing with things personally, if you're dealing with things financially, or relationships. Those of you who are married, whether it's your kids, or like I said, you have to find that medium for you that works. And again, we always go back to mental therapy. If something's bothering you, there's, counselors out there that you can talk to that can help you through this. If not, some people have good friends. And when I say good friends, talking to someone that is actually there for you, that will listen through your time and not judge you for what you're dealing with.
Right.
Some things hurt. Some things you can't tell everybody, because before you tell this person something, or when you tell this person something, before the end of the week, Junebug and everybody else know about it, So it's like, think about what you do before you do it. And once it's being said, like, can I actually trust this person with how I'm feeling? or my inner feelings.
Be
And
conscious of
yeah,
your choices of who you want to share with, who
right.
you open up to. And with counseling, you don't even have to just go into a building anymore to speak to a counselor. You can actually do it online.
Okay.
And it's in your home.
Virtual.
You can sit at your desk. You can online visit, real quick and easy. It's perfect. Sometimes people don't want to leave that setting of their home.
Right.
Sometimes they can't leave that setting of their home because of wherever it's mind state they're in. But it's convenient. You can go in, talk person to person, but you could also do it virtually online, and you still talking person to person. So there's no excuses to say, oh, I don't want to go in to sit with someone. You don't have to.
Right. I also find too exercising.
Right?
Yeah, I go to the gym. I hit the gym every now. It's something that I just started back doing, and I found it relaxing. I mean, I beat myself up about it, but it does work for me. And I also said, like, futuristic terms, my child may decide to say, Mom, okay, I think I want to, have kids. And I always told myself, you know what, I don't want to be that G-ma, a grandmother that can't run behind my grandbabies. So I'm like, I need to get in shape.
Oh, my time.
I get accused of looking maybe 20-ish or something to that nature. But at the same time, I want to be able to run behind my grandbabies if that happens. When that time comes. It's no rush, baby.
No rush.
It's no rush. But other than that, again, that's my self-care therapy as far as exercising. So, Jade, I have to say, what have you been doing lately to cope and your self-care? Because I want to mention, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay. My good friend has went through a life-changing experience of losing her father. And at the time, I couldn't be present with her, but I knew what she felt. And I say that because in my situation, it wasn't my father, it was my mother. But it's a difference. This is your daddy. So, again, I know when Jade reached out to me, it got serious, y'all. She reached out to me and she was like, although I know what she was dealing with, I know there was some strength behind her for her to tell me, when are we getting back behind the microphone? Okay, the friend that I am, I immediately went to work. I was like, it's time. The reason Classic Quties have been sitting idle for months and could not finish our season, life itself. We have jobs outside of this podcast. We have a life. We have family, kids. We have to manage. But when she told me this, I immediately said, okay, I got to get to work.
Right.
As a friend, I had to do what I had to do to make sure she was okay. So that mentally told me this is her coping mechanism to say, I need to do something. I got to get busy. But at the same time, I needed to do it for me too, because again, life was lifing. And I felt that if I don't do something now, I'm going to continuously get stressed out with my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
So friend, with that being said, do you want to speak on how you're coping?
I can.
You're doing good, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Strong.
Y'all, I cry often. I'm not gonna sit here and paper thin it. I can't even lie. I wake up some mornings and I'm in tears. It happens. It was something that wasn't surprising because he was sick, but being that's my father, he was always my hero. He was always he's the first person that loved me. He's the first person I loved. And it's deep because I'm a daddy's girl. Mm-hmm. So being that daddy's girl, it is honestly, the coping takes a whole different level because at the end of the day, I still have kids.
Right.
And I can't continuously break down with them because they're doing really well. I must say my son took a moment to write for the services, and what he wrote was a way of him coping.
Right.
It was powerful what he wrote. He wrote something that was deep from his heart, and I took that as that was his way of coping. For me, my coping, it takes many different levels. I sometimes just sit in the tub and just listen to music, or I'll sit in the tub and watch my favorite show. I did not get out of bed for a very long time.
Right.
And when I text you, I was in bed. And I said, I got to get out of this bed. And I had been fussed at about getting out the bed because I had some breakdowns. And you got to get out that room. You got to get out that bed. So I said, you have been checking on me. So I said, you know what? Let's see if we can get this back started while I'm on break. So you were quick to it. As a matter of fact, I was shocked how quick she texted me probably about 5-10 minutes later. Let's do it. And I was like, okay, cool. But then I was like, okay, wait, I'm not ready. I had to take a moment. My head was looking a mess. I had to make an appointment, and that was a way of me coping. I got out. I went and got my hair done. It felt good to let somebody get in my head, and then I had lip therapy with my hairdresser.
Lip pampering.
Yes. And my cousins and family members got me out the house. They were intentional on making me move. Took me to get my nails done. We did. The only thing we didn't do was a spa day.
Okay.
Now that was on my list.
So,
it's still on my list.
We got to do a spa day.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it. Don't forget.
Oh, trust me, I'm ready.
Okay. But you have to cope in the way that you can handle it. Right. I don't like talking to a whole lot of people. She'll tell you I'm very private. And if I talk to you, that means I trust you. And I trust you enough to let you into a part that's so intimate to me because I never really, we talked about our families.
Right.
And because we're family. But to everybody else, a lot of people is like, I didn't know that you were that close to your father. And I was like, yes, that was one time I told him before he got married that I would never leave him. That was my plan. I was going to take care of him forever. Mm-hmm. And I meant it. It wasn't something I was just saying. I meant it. So for me, it was relating back to getting to me, to myself. I'm working on a project with some of my coworkers and some people in our community for helping, I work in the school system, so we're working on something helping the kids to kind of bridge a little gap there. So that's getting me busy. Just keeping my mind busy, journaling. I've been having a lot of dreams lately too. So those dreams, I write them down and then reflect. And like I say, it works, whatever works for each person, but for me, this strength that you see, I cried this morning.
I see it.
I cried this morning, but I know this right here is something that's not about me. It's about all of us because somebody else out there might be going through the same thing.
Situation.
Grief is, and we talked about grief. We had that in first season, grief. Now I'm feeling it. Like my mom passed when I was 2, so I really didn't feel that grief.
Right.
But this grief I feel, and it's a process. So when you find something to cope and help you cope, utilize it. If it's a healthy coping mechanism, please utilize it. And yes, I am going to go talk to someone. I am lined up to speak with a counselor. I do have some powerful people in my life, though, that speak, like Ebony and some other friends of mine. They speak into my life, and sometimes when I'm in that dark spot and I'm like not wanting to get out that bed, they'll say something and I get up immediately because they have been given what I need. That's another way to cope, but me talking to them. And sometimes they'll text me and I say I'm okay. But now I'm getting out of that habit of saying I'm okay. I'm being honest. I'm being honest and I'm being transparent and just say, guys, I'm here.
Right.
Like, I can't say I'm okay because that would be lying, but I'm here. So you just got to find your way to cope. but a healthy coping will help, and it takes your family. Get around your family, my siblings, my children, and sometimes my kids will just walk up to me and tap me and just hug me because they feeling what I'm feeling, although I'm not crying in front of them. But there are times I do cry in front of them because I need them to see that it's okay to cry.
Right.
It's okay to let it out. It's okay to be able to break, and when you break, own it and just come from it strong. This is, although I'm weak in some moments, I'm getting stronger in some moments as well. I can't explain it. It's weird. I just feel there are moments when I'm so weak, but then I get up and I'm fighting like that lioness that I love. I love lions. So I look at that and I'm like, whoo, where's that strength coming from? But it's supposed to be there. I was already equipped with it. It was put in my DNA to be ready to cope and don't go down.
And this is to kind of recap, because I also stated the topic is self-care therapy, but it's also a recap on how Classic Quties got here. Again, me in my mind, I'll be all over the place, but I wanted to start a social club at one point. Did the social club, realized the social club world was not us. It was not us. No disrespect to any of the social clubs. Shout out to all you guys in female clubs. But we chose to drop the social club and move into an actual organization of doing things for the community. And we did St. Vincent de Paul, and we were able to feed the homeless, and that there was a different, a different life there. The things that we witnessed, the things that we seen,
conversations we had.
Be grateful
Yes.
of what you have at home. Be grateful of what, like, meals that you can provide for yourself. To see people get back in line at this location because they wanted seconds. We be complaining with our siblings over, you gonna eat that? You know how we do.
Right.
But that's all they had. It wasn't much. So we started from there to, we did a few things. Mm-hmm. Just thinking about it. Just helping people. That's all I ever wanted to do in life. Right. And I will continue to do that. I allow God to speak to me and tell me, hey, this is what I want you to do, and I listen. So shout out to Gerald Monte Cristo. Yes. Thank you. And Dominique, I see you back there. So Jade wanted me to get back behind the mic, and I took the initiative to reach out to people. Hey, this is what I want to do. This is my vision. This is my gift. And I got a response back. And I was at home when I received this call. And I ain't gonna get emotional, I'm just telling the truth. But I was at home, my phone rang, received a phone call. It was a short, quick conversation, but I had already been checking around, like, where could I go? What could I do? This is what I wanna do. How can I do this? And I want to bring others out to listen and hear a message that I feel that God is telling me to speak on. I'm starting to see others do podcasts across friends that I know, classmates that I know, and I'm so proud of them because right now the message is being told through social media. The message, all we do is this. This is our key. Especially our teenagers, all adults. And I don't want to get off topic, but anybody in this room can vouch and say, if you go to a restaurant, sit there and look around. What do you see? This is what they're doing. From the kids to the adults. You can't even enjoy your lunch, dinner with your family because everybody's...
Have a general conversation.
Yes. And I feel like this was my message. If podcasting is the way to go and use social media to reach others, that's what I'm going to do. After I was told, I felt like I was told by God to, It's like I woke up the next morning, he was like, I want you to do a podcast. I'm like, okay, God, okay, I'm listening. But how do you respond? When I sit here and tell you on this podcast tonight, I did not have anything. Nothing to go with. Nothing. I started utilizing the things that I had at home to move with this. From lighting, none of that. Microphones, none of that. Tablecloth, none of that. But I started brainstorming. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. God, what I need to do, I need you to talk to me. God, I can't find this particular race, I need you to talk to me. This was today. So, okay, I'm going to make it happen. But when I reach out to those and when people see the genuine heart that you have, they have your back and was like, you know what? I said, Jay, this is what I want to do. I'm asking you, want to help me out? Girl, say less, I'm there, you know. Tammy, I need you to, this is what I want to do. This is what happened. Girl, you already know I'm down. You know how Tammy is. Y'all know how Tammy is. I was like, okay. And I started each day, as time I get online, I start buying this, buying that, whatever. In due time, I speak it into existence that this podcast, because we have came far. And it's a start. Tonight's podcast was just us. But the other podcasts that we have coming in the future, July 10th, July 24th, we have guests that are going to be joining us. Because like I said, we're just getting our feet wet again. We're just getting back into this thing. And future podcast will be Johnny Domino. Some people may know him from Ghetto Ways. He also has a Tubi movie out that I have to go check out. I'm so proud of him. Classmate. Okay. We also have Damian Hills that's going to be joining us for July 24th, I believe. So yeah, Johnny Domino is July 10th. And Damian Hills is July 24th. So just having that plan, and like I said, Gerald, thank you so much for just responding to us, and we want to continue to share our vision, because right now this is just the beginning, and we are promoting to let others know this is where we'll be, and it's open to the public for them to come out, have a drink, sit, and you guys can also talk with us, share your comments and concerns on what you may be dealing with or the topic that we have for that night. So it gets deeper than just what Classic Quties are going through and where we've been, because when I tell you life is life again, I got a good feeling from this, you know, and I'm really, really proud of you, because y'all, this girl, everything that I've been through, she has been there to where we lost a cutie, Rita, R.I.P. Rita, and it's nothing, it's no animosity with us, it's no drama, it's no mess, it's no I'm looking at you like you better than me. We all equal, and we need more of that amongst women, you know, and we can get a lot further in life if we all support each other, and it goes also to our males. I don't want to just talk about it's just us women. Males be going through some things too, you know, so I look at the situation as if, men, if y'all got to talk to somebody, it's okay to talk.
Please talk.
It's okay to talk. We're not going to judge if you cry. Men cry. Men have, they have pain. I mean, nobody's perfect. So I look at that, again, there's counseling sessions that you can actually have. There's men being assaulted by women. So it's out there. It's not always men assaulting women. The women are assaulting the men. So it goes both ways. So I say with self-care therapy, I got to keep coming back to that. And that topic came up today, because we literally came up with this topic today. It was supposed to be just recapping our beginning, but getting my hair done today, shout out to to Kim at Invoke Studio. She was like, you know, just start asking questions, you know, so what are you doing today? What's your plans for the weekend? And I'm like, you know, and it just brought, I said, you just gave me an idea. Self-care therapy, it just popped up. But again, that's me I felt like God was talking to me through her. He like said, hey, this is what y'all should do. And I text Jade immediately. Self-care therapy, this is our topic. Text Tammy, say less. Okay, that was it. And here we are.
Yes.
Do we have any questions from anyone in the audience? Sir, any questions?
I want to add something. I know right now it's a lot of mental health checks going on right now, men and women.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be consistent. There's a crisis with mental health where people don't feel like they can talk,
Mm-hmm.
and mentally it's a draining situation, and I'm speaking on that because of where I'm at. If
Okay.
I allowed myself to stay in that place, I could be mentally checked out as well. But I have, like I say, my circle has been amazing. They will not let me check out. They will not allow me to, someone is always on me. So mental health checks are important. My people, my village, my circle, they have truly checked in. And now I'm more accountable on, and you had started this a few months back where you text and just checking in. You good? Love you. And then went on head back to work. And I went back to work. And that was it. And you do that consistently. It helps, guys. Like it helps just to check in. That person that's always checking on you, check on them. Because that counselor also needs a counselor. That healer also needs healing. So you have to remember, you're not alone, but they also need it too. Because in the process of her texting me and checking on me, I checked on her once and she needed me. So it was like, not, oh, I'm gonna pour it all on her.
Right.
I was there too. So that mental health check, be there. Even if it takes a text or phone call, because a lot of people don't like talking on the phone. I get it. Because I'm kind of like that sometimes. Text them. Check in. You good?
Right.
Even if you just say, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. And you never know, because I might be not doing good. But
She did that to me. I just, you good? She was like, I'm about to call you. Cool.
Yeah, I've had my moments. But again, staying prayed up
Yes.
is rough, but pushing through is my thing. I have a thing to where, like I said, that I have to have my talks with God and thank Him. Because it's others right now, and I say this because I hear it a lot. But as we're sitting here having this conversation, blessed, God woke us up. Somebody's fighting for their life. Somebody's hospitalized. Somebody's probably right now getting robbed. Somebody's right now probably just, car was just stolen. You know, it's things that are going on out there that, you know, happens. Someone lost a family member. You know, so where, how do you deal with it? Again, it goes back to self-care therapy. And I want to say this to you, Jade. As we sitting here having this conversation, I have to submit or give you your flowers right now. You already know how I am, so.
And she already knows how I am.
Baby, I gotta give you your flowers, because this is the strongest I have seen you.
Thank you.
Although Jade's older than me, Jade is a big baby.
I am.
And she cries at the drop of a dime.
I do. So I don't know why she
So,
did this to me. And
cause that's what we do.
Today.
That's what we do. And shout out to D, Van Life Productions, yes. Also our videographer, who also asked about you as well. I didn't tell you that, but all this is from love from him, love from Tammy. She wanted to be here, but as I stated,
Thanks. This means a lot to me. And she's right.
yeah, she was strong. She was strong in the beginning.
I am a big baby. Like, I don't know where I was doing so good.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate it. This means a lot to me. I've gotten my flowers from a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you've already given me so much, because when I looked in the book of everybody that signed in to visit my dad, I looked at every name. And I saw some names and I said, wow, they didn't stay, but they came. That meant so much to me. And y'all came, although y'all had to go to work, y'all came. And that meant a lot to me. So you didn't even have to do this, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Like, we are truly a family, guys. When I say there for each other, God, it's been a journey.
I'm fighting it. But,
Ooh, it's been a journey.
I got it.
It's been a journey, and I appreciate this. Like, and she's right. I've been strong. I've been strong for others though, because I need to. But I do check in with myself. I don't just allow myself to be strong for everybody, because I know I can't. Because I'm going to have to let it out. I'm going to have to cry. I'm going to have to talk. I'm going to have to accept it.
Right.
Because that was a moment that I was going through in the beginning, accepting it. And that's when my self-care had to come real hard on me. Because I had checked out on wanting to do anything. I didn't want to get out of bed. So it was me having to accept the fact that this is happening, this is my new reality. But to have you guys,
and we ain't going nowhere.
I know that. I know that. This is amazing though, and y'all, I love roses.
And I want to say, if something is bothering you, that sunken place is not a place I suggest for anyone to go to or be. And I call it the sunken place. That's just something
It is.
I go with, because I've been in that sunken place. And when I say it was the roughest time of my life,
A battle.
a first for me, I went through it. I'm human. I'm open to tell the truth, because again,
Transparency.
I went a lot to drinking, which I speak all the time, like I don't drink. But I was constantly buying alcohol. That was my coping mechanism. Like, I'm just gonna drink it away. I'm gonna be all right. But I don't get drunk.
Right.
But I was drinking. It was the most.
It was easy.
But when I found myself not wanting to go anywhere, not wanting to do anything, I just didn't care about what I was wearing. But when I got out of that zone, it hit me. It was like, what is wrong with you? This is not you.
Not you.
My child looking at me like I done lost my mind. Like you stated earlier, it starts with you. So if you want change, you have to move within yourself. I had to get up.
Yes.
I started making plans. Okay, I need to get out.
Right.
I started talking to people in my circle. This is what I need to do. I went shopping. Girl, that is bad. I gotta work on that.
Yeah. We talked
So
about that.
I do shop more now than, and then see who created the online shopping.
Still doing it?
Ooh, it's
Oh
bad.
my God.
But yeah, online shopping
is horrible,
like,
man.
yeah, cause you could be in your
It's so
pajamas,
easy.
girl. I don't know, people be in their moo at home or whatever. I say moo, I did.
It just roll
But in
over.
your pajamas and be like, ooh,
I like that.
they got a sale, you know. So I started shopping more, and
We're gonna have to work on that.
we're gonna have to work on that. And that was a coping mechanism. And then I actually seen the total to my bill, and I said I'm gonna have to do better.
Right.
So yeah, that was self-care though. It's okay. That was self-care.
okay.
It's part of self. It's
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
But it can become
that can
a
become
vice.
a major issue
Yes.
later down the line.
Yes. So
But no,
Gotta
I'm
do it
working. I'm
cautiously.
working. Yeah, I'm working on the shopping era. But
Okay.
I had to move from slowing down with the drinking and telling myself that wasn't me. So from the drinking to doing things that I like, yeah, shopping, and doing things that I like to do that was for fun, and
Okay.
spending time with people that want to spend time with me,
Positive.
and positive people, and they showed me that, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna go. I felt comfortable within their company as far as saying we should do this again. So to everyone, I would say find your medium, find what works with you or works for you. Be comfortable with the people that show you love, that want to be there for you, and it's something positive. If they're giving out positive vibes, these are the people that you want to be around, not people that are speaking about you in a room that you're not even in, but it gets back to you what was stated, and you know how to move from that point on. You know, long handle spoon. Like, I know it's cool. I ain't mad. It is what it is. But I choose to move this way. And your glow, you're just going to continue to excel from that point, because you then find that you don't have energy for negativity. You don't have energy for drama.
No.
So I look at it as it gets better.
Right. But
So-
those energy vampires, that's what I call them.
Right.
They will suck the life totally out of you. They will make you happy. All of a sudden you're sad. You're like, wait, what just happened?
Right.
Like, so allowing negative people to come in, whoo, it's something that you gotta be real mindful of, because they can take a lot out of you.
People can
And
drain you.
drain
if you allow it.
If you allow it, mentally, physically, emotionally, people can drain you, but if you allow it. And that's why when it comes to negative thinking, negative talking, you gotta cap that. You gotta be like, okay, that's not my people.
Right.
Like-minded people, you're going to grow. Like, we have steady grown, period. And from where we began,
Yeah, we
from
have.
where we met, you can see the difference in change.
Right.
Careers, everything, family.
Our babies.
Our babies.
Yeah, my babies are grown.
So,
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Woo.
I'm excited. Because my baby be hanging with me now. Yay. She's my bestie.
No. And
So-
my son graduated, so it was like, what?
Yeah.
Boy, this boy, if you remember, he a little person.
I know.
Yeah.
That is your, he's covering you right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is amazing. He's
He has
become
your
a
back.
very, very, very good young man. Sometimes I have to slap him upside his head. Sometimes get his mind right. Don't wean off of those kids, because they still need it. Our babies need a mental health check as well.
Yes.
Because we've talked about that as well. We've talked about the fact of school, how things are going on in the schools, and
Yes.
these kids are having to deal with so much. They are
The pressure.
it's crazy. College as well, because
Speaking of
we're
that.
about to go to college, and it's like, yes. Ugh. So yeah, you gotta.
And speaking of that, I gotta touch on that, and not really jumping off topic, but did you see the update about the mall? They were speaking that the kids
Yes.
has to be
Is it 18?
supervised
Yeah.
after a certain time on weekends for sure. Like
sure.
you just can't drop your kid off at the
Oh,
mall
yes.
anymore. There's none of that. And I mean, which I've been hearing too. They've been having like a lot of fights will break out at the mall, and kids are being dropped. It's like a club.
And it makes
The
people
mall.
not want to go to the
The
mall.
mall is a club right now.
Right.
So yeah.
I'm one of them. I wouldn't go to the mall.
Oh, you're online shopping.
No, I just because the few times I did go, what was going on, I just when you know better, you do better.
Mm.
And I didn't want my kids to see what was going
No,
on.
okay.
And I don't I'm not introducing that to them, so I'm not gonna bring them into that setting right
Right.
now. So it's
Okay.
like, oh, I'm gonna chill out. I
But the
haven't
mall
been in a
is
minute.
we didn't have all this. Like
No,
we could go to the
so
mall
much
and
fun.
we was excited to go to the mall. Like, but
It was
we never
fun.
did. Well, I don't know. I never really got dropped off at the mall.
No, me neither.
So. yeah.
So I don't know how to feel.
But I mean, but you at the mall, you stranger. Like, Mom, I need you to come pick me up. You know, Daddy, I'm stuck. Like,
We ain't had
they
cell
just
phones
had
then,
a. But that's true. But hey, they had payphones. You had to call somebody.
True.
Be all at in somebody's store
we
at the
telling
mall. Be
ages
like,
now.
hey, yeah, I
Sorry.
know. Okay. But hey, we didn't have to deal with that. Like the era is
different.
totally different now. But that is actually happening in the state of Louisiana. You can't drop
I like
your
it
kid
though.
off at the mall. Like, they have to have a parent present. Like, wait, it's not funny, but you have to have a wristband. That's like you going to a theme park.
Yes,
You're like, okay, somebody.
you serious?
I'm wondering how they. They said you have to have a wristband. So I'm wondering, like, are you gonna have people at each door? At each, like, are you gonna have a setting, like a set station, to where you have to go, you know, like a ticket booth?
When does it start? Cause I want to go see.
It's like you gotta have. It's like a ticket booth or something. You got to check in. You got to get your wristband at the ticket booth, and yeah, to go into the mall.
I think we Facebook Live too, so if y'all know when this starts,
yeah, y'all gotta
put a message in there for me.
Yeah,
please,
let us know.
I want to go.
Because we gonna comment to y'all
We
about
comment.
this
Wow.
mall situation. This is big to me. I'm
That's
like,
gonna
wait,
be
what?
a lot.
I'm still trying to figure out how they gonna do this. Like, are you gonna have somebody at each exit, and they gotta give wristbands? You gotta pay to get in the mall?
Girl.
Like, we gonna hold your license till you come back. What? This is, I don't know how this is gonna go.
We just
but
talking,
again,
y'all, because we really don't
when
know.
I seen that, I was like, bro, we did not have to go through this, you know. So they did say wristbands. I don't know, you know. And that's So we might have to bring that up next topic just to catch.
Okay.
But other than that, pretty much wrapping up our episode for tonight. If you guys want to check us out again, it is Quties page on Facebook. That's Quties page, Page on Facebook. Classic Quties on Instagram. Also, classicquties@gmail.com if you want to email us. And
Email us topics.
we're on
email us
YouTube
anything.
as well as Classic Quties Podcast. So you would have to type Classic Quties with a Q podcast to find us on YouTube. So tonight's episode will be on YouTube soon. So, well, actually tonight. Thanks Dee. And I'm ready for that. So you guys gotta look out for that. We'll be also sending the link out. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That is That's Tammy's cue. But like I said, she couldn't be here tonight. And sending hugs. I'm sending hugs to you, boo. But other than that, I am so glad we are back behind the mic. I don't know if y'all missed us. I missed us because
I missed it.
it's a lot. This is also our therapy.
It's therapy.
Yep. My friend did good tonight. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
She gonna cry when we cut these cameras off. She gonna cry in the car.
I am.
But other than that,
Thank you.
this is Classic Quties. Again, we love y'all. Signing off. Good night, guys.